and Nudettes, and happy Friday! Also, happy February! Yes, it is the first in 28 days of pure awesomeness. Now, why I say pure awesomeness is because of a new initiative which I want to take a little bit of time to speak to you about. Now, a new challenge has been unveiled for all you gamers out there. It's entitled 4 in February. Now, you guessed it, it's the challenge to try and complete 4 games in 28 days of February. So, I am taking part in this initiative. I have also made up a Steam group, so you can go and check out. Just go on to Steam and type in, 4 in February. I'm drinking Iron Brew. If you don't know what that is, then go fuck yourself. Go on to Steam and type in 4 in February, and all the information is there. I cannot wait to do it. I've got lots of friends that are doing it, and it's going to be a laugh. It's going to be fun, and I'm doing Bioshock, no Final Fantasies, I'm afraid. I'm doing Bioshock, Fahrenheit, The Walking Dead, and what was the other one I was going to do? Fuck. Fahrenheit, Silent Hill 2, I'm going to do Silent Hill 2. But my good old pal, John and Jonathan, is going for a man-up approach. He's doing all the Project Zeros, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if there's any more, but Project Zero 1, 2, and 3, and Code Veronica. So he's in for a fucking nightmare. Salute this man right now. I hold my can of Iron Brew up to you, sir. Very, very good. So yeah, so it's an initiative to beat 28 games, 4 games in February. That's it. There's also, you can also, if you play games that can be partied with, preferably, so you can go on and sell them on to charity. That's like something you do. That's nice, a good gesture. That way, you get to play a game out of it, and you've done something good. You just got yourself into heaven, my friend. You got yourself into heaven. So, on to the Final Fantasy. Now, as I promised, today will be the Final Fantasy 14 special, because I know I haven't done much coverage on that, so that's what you're getting today. But first of all, Final Fantasy has been blamed for a brutal murder which took place in Germany. Now, I'll explain what happened, right? There was a man it was a cosplayer, and he stabbed a woman to death 18 times. Not stabbed her to death, but stabbed her 18 times, which caused her to die, with a katana, whilst cosplaying. Now, everyone's saying that they're blaming Final Fantasy and for the violence that they have in its content. But number 1, he was cosplaying as Neku from The World Ends With You, or The Wonderful Ends of the World. He was not cosplaying a Final Fantasy character, but however, this sort of links into Final Fantasy XIV as well. They went home to his home, and his cosplay matched his Final Fantasy XIV profile, his character. But he could have been like trying to make his character like Neku, that's his name, isn't it? Neku from The World Ends With You. But this has caused massive controversy, because all this stuff going on about guns and video games, how they're related, is quite big now. Video games aren't in the best position right now, and this has just put Square Enix in a spot of bother, I must admit. It hasn't been going too well for them recently. So yeah. Lighter news, I dropped my glasses. Remember the Agni's philosophy tech demos that were shown at E3? Well, they showed one big cutscene that was made in it. Now they're actually doing tech demos. They've done hair and materials and cloth and how radiant. It's really pretty. You should go and watch it. It's fantastic. It's really moving, not like heartwarming moving, but I mean everything's in a rotation, everything's working, everything's moving. There's nothing standing still. There's always something happening. I think it's called the Luminous engine. This new engine. Another one was called Crystal Dynamics or something. I don't know. Crystal something anyway. I'm gonna burp. Pardon me. So yeah, you should go check them out. Really cool. This also ties in with the student program that they were doing. To try and get people in, more interested in video games. So yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. So, Final Fantasy XIV, or as it is now known, A Realm Reborn. Now, this game has been So Final Fantasy XIV has not had a good history. We have to admit that right now. Final Fantasy XIV did not do too well. And in the fans' perspectives, it did not do well either. No one really liked it. So, A Realm Reborn is an entirely new made Final Fantasy. It is... I must admit, in one of my videos, I said I'm not really interested in it. I'm not really excited. But when I went on the website like a couple of minutes ago, I really am quite excited about it. I've heard, you know, it's going to be better. You can go sign up for the beta right now. Final Fantasy 33X, at the end of his videos, he puts up like place where you can go and get it. So go and check out his videos, and then there'll be a direct link there to the beta participation thing to get the code. But yeah, this was requested I do some news on this by a person, your name begins with N, but I can't pronounce it in the here something. But this is for you, whoever you are out there. So, the thing that really intrigued me, because I love job systems, okay, don't hate me, I just love the idea of them. So Final Fantasy XIV is going to have all these, they look fucking awesome, all these, you know, sort of classes, if you will. But I'm going to talk you through them. Now, the Paladin, which is practically the warrior. It says the Paladin is to protect, and those who choose to walk its path will become the iron foundation on which the party's defense is built. So the Paladin is essentially the tank of the party. It's the big man. It's the one that shoves them all back. It's the warrior. It's the fighter. Now, it's a sort of... I can't remember the species, because I didn't really play the game much, but... yeah. Glasses falling everywhere. It's some really cool, like, armour, sort of knight armour, and the big, huge, fuck-ass shield, which was pretty awesome. But another one, which looked rather intriguing, is the Bard. Now, the word Bard originally puts folks in mind of those intirant minstrels, fair voice and a nimble of finger, who earn their coin performing in taverns and the halls of great lords. Few know, however, that bards in fact trace their origins back to the bowmen of Eld, who sang in the heart of battle to fortify the spirits of their companions. So the bard is the archer, is the marksman, and well, is it she? I don't know. I can't really tell with the picture they have on here. But I'm really interested in the, you know, I like the bow and arrow and all that. Pew, pew. Really cool, I think. It's like in Skyrim as well. I really like the archery stuff. And I don't know, I'm maybe play as one of them. They look quite intriguing. Now, we have a monk as well, which you can probably remember from previous Final Fantasy games, which is sort of martial arts kind of people, you know? They're the fighters, they're the... She's the woman here's like the Mikyote, the cat people. I can't remember their names, but she's like really cool, really badass looking. She's wearing a sort of Orientals kind of wear. These dragon fists. They're tired. King of the Iron Fist tournament. You know, that's what it looks like. Big iron tiger fists. They're pretty cool, pretty cool. And as well as a paladin, which, you know, is more like a magical warrior, we also have a warrior, which is, you know, axe-wielding maniac, big-ass, you know, manly character, you know. The warriors, you probably know about them from past Final Fantasy games, and you've also got the dragoons as well, which you will remember from Final Fantasy IV especially. So, Ishgard they're from, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. I don't know who I'm going to play as if I get the game, because, you know, you've got your white mage and your black mage and your summoner as well, which I take it as the red mage. The summoner's not in a CG, you know, picture. They must not have done that yet, but pretty sure the summoner will probably be the red mage for that type of class. So, I'm really intrigued by this new system they're going about, because, you know, I like MMOs that have got the job systems, like you get to choose and everything, and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's awesome. And they've also got something that's kind of like Lightning Returns. Here is the armory system, which is kind of like the wear system. Now, changing that you can change your style, that's what it says, your adventuring style or class is a simple change of what you hold in your hand. So, if you hold a penis in your hand, you obviously work in a brothel. But you know, it's not you don't have to go through all this making up new characters. Now that's what I presume it's about. You can change your weapons, and then you will essentially change your class. Like, it's good. It's a good way you get to pick like a class you want, and then if you don't like it, you can go pick another one. You know, it's quite cool. It sounds really interesting the how much they've changed, all the new stuff and everything. So, the world is Eorzea. Eorzea? I don't know how you pronounce it really. Eorzea sounds quite cool. But there's on the website there's an entire lore about it, which I recommend you go and read. I don't want to read it all, I don't want to bore you with the facts. But there's like different sections. There's only 3 just now. There's like you can learn about the past of Eorzea and all that. They've really covered their lore, I think. Really got the backstory well, and in Final Fantasy XIV it was practically, here you go, have a world, mess about in it, pay extraordinary amounts of money for practically nothing. That's what it was. So there's different sections in the Chocobos and the Muggles and the Machina. And, you know, they've really put a lot of effort into this. I mean, there's a whole community bit. They've got their lodestone as well, that's still there. I'm on the website right now, actually. You can go and check that out. I'm going to put a link in the description. There's lots of different screenshots as well. There's been new screenshots released of the character races which you can get, which, you know, I'm going to go over just now. The races they're the same, but they're more refined, and you can like pick male and female. I think, was it the Mikote race? I can't pronounce it. The cat people, right? I don't think you could be a male one of them in Final Fantasy XIV. They were a female only race. They're pretty cute, actually. They're really cute. Get 2 different types of each race. You get for the cat people, it's the Seekers of the Sun and the Keepers of the Moon. And that's what it's like. I'm not just reading this off there. And your Lalafell as well. Of course you've got them. You can't not have a Lalafell. They're the little cute tiny dwarf people. You get the Plains folk and the Dunes folk. I know about them. They were, I can't remember what character I was. I think I was a cat lady. I cannot remember. Maybe Elzen. I can't remember how you pronounce that. Yeah, I was a Dusk Knight. No, wait, no, I wasn't. What's the giant guys again? The Roadgiddon, that was it, I think. And get your hair, Hyur. Don't know how you pronounce that. They're the sort of, you know, they're the sort of Scots, and like yeah, that's what they're like. They're like the Scots. You've got the posh ones, and you've got your Highlanders. You know, the Midlanders is me. Definitely, I'm from the Midlands. I live in the country, it's horrible. So, yeah, my opinion on this game is, I hope it's good. Well, that's not my opinion, but that's what I want to happen. I hope it is a good game. I want it to be good, I want people to like it. And I don't want, Square Enix, quite frankly, can't afford another downfall. They honestly can't. I mean, Top 14... just sold so badly. I purchased that for 99 pence, and then in PC World, brand new, it was 50 pence to buy that. And they throw up this welcome back program. That's what they did. The welcome back and legacy campaign, I'm sure it was. Yeah, that's what they did with Final Fantasy XIV, to try and get old players to come back. Come back, please. I love you. Don't leave my game. No, not yours. No. Sound a bit like GLaDOS there. Yeah, but I don't know whether to sign up for the beta or not, because I got invited to it, and I didn't take it. I really did. I really regret it now. Yeah, so if you go on the beta test, it's really simple form just to fill out. You can get it on your preferred platform as well, and with your Final Fantasy XIII copy, you will have a code for Final Fantasy XIII. So if you have a Square Enix member code, you have to put that in as well. I don't think that's necessary though. And there's a survey as well, which is, they actually care. I hope they care, because you know, that's something that the Square Enix aren't really doing well. Because they tried to make Final Fantasy XIII 2 connective. They tried to make it, you know, oh, I can share this with my friends. Nobody wants to know how many fragments I have. Nobody wants to know who Mog has captured. Nobody wants to know these things. But in Final Fantasy XIV, they might. You might be able to make guilds and have fun and, you know, play with friends. That's what I really like about MMOs, is the social friend stuff. Like getting all your friends playing on this one guild. Not just with strangers everywhere. Oh, you have to, like, mingle with all these people. But the working together is fine, but I just love having all these people. You could spend hours playing on it. I mean, I have someone on the Steam group right now who's had like 400 hours on the 4 February Steam group. Has like had 400 hours in Final Fantasy XI. And you know, that's meant to be good. That was the best selling Final Fantasy XI. Which is good. Like, that an online one actually did sell quite well, because normally when companies change game franchises to online, they normally don't work out well. But I'm glad it did work out for them. Sorry if I'm like moving about a bit, because I had to check something there. Check a mundo. So, we know a lot about 14, but at the same time we don't know much about it. Now, we know about the armor system and job system. That's all we really know right now. I'm not sure about subscription fees. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how you're going to be able to play it. Because I don't have a credit card. I just use an acquaintance's PayPal account to pay for all my things. Cough, cough, mother. But I don't know how it's going to work, because people weren't happy with the way that they made, like, how complicated it was for Final Fantasy XIV. To get to the free trial, you had to put in your credit card, which a lot of people plan to pay it. Oh, it's only for the pencil plate for a month, that'll do me. But you actually have to put your credit card in as well to get the free trial, which is a bit of a bummer, but, you know, it's what has to be done. Just what has to be done. But, yeah, so there's only one Final Fantasy game on Steam, and it is 11. 14 was meant to go on Steam. I don't know if it's just a rumour, but it's meant to go on Steam, and it just got pulled from it. It just did not do much. Didn't do anything at all. But 11 must be doing well if they kept it up. A lot of people like 11. The graphics aren't bad in 11. They're really not that bad. And in 14, they're fantastic for an MMO. Really good. Because even Guild Wars, cartoony looking, but Final Fantasy's looks, you know, cartoony but real at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like, realistic. Cat people and such. So, Noodles and Nerdettes, I think I've kept you for long enough. Just some things I have to say now. With 4 in February up and running, I will be spending most of my time playing the games. So, Final Fantasy Fridays Extra will no longer be, I'm afraid to say, at least for the next 28 days. I don't know, on Valentine's Day I may take a break, because a lot of people are doing that, because it's halfway there. I hate Valentine's Day. Not because it's Valentine's Day and taking a break, because it's 14 days in. I don't see the point in doing that, because I'm not just grinding non-stop for 28 days. That would be silly. Silly, silly, silly. So, if you guys, please come along and join the Steam group, and add me on Steam as well. My name is The Cereal as a Metaphor. Add me, I don't care who you are, just come and add me. Join the Steam group, and, you know, we'll discuss where we are, what we're doing, have events, you know. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm thinking about hosting a sort of halfway party thing on Team Fortress 2. You know, or Half-Life or something. It's going to be pretty cool, I must say. Pretty cool. So, Noodles and Nerdettes, that's pretty much all I have to say. So come join the Steam group, yada yada yada, I said that. So from The Cereal as a Metaphor, moi, Mr. Metaphor, moi, I bid you adieu, and I will see you next Friday, if not before. Remember, no extra episode this week. Ciao!